Hey guys, welcome. We're here. We're still healing. We're really being put on point to expansion. Whatever that looks like for us, from our lack of. They showed me the Five of Pentacles, our lack of, and it's connected to feeling divided from the matrix, feeling how unequal things have been, how it's so unbalanced to manifest here. We don't even understand what manifestation is, many of us. We don't understand how our lack of and living in our lack of without changing our perception, without raising our vibration, without healing, that can really keep us stuck in a loop. But we're seeing through these illusions. We're understanding what we came here to do. We're understanding that we came here to expand. And they've shown me that the Five of Pentacles is connected to the Three of Cups. The connection between body, mind, soul, masculine, feminine, child, the heavens and the earth through us, as well as just we're making connections and we're celebrating our connections. We're celebrating the fact that we're not feeling separate, that we're seeing, many of us are having experiences where we're seeing connection and love reflected back to us. We can see it. And that's what's being illuminated. That's the time we're in. And we're meeting up with new members of New Earth. We're linking up. We're manifesting this because of all this work we've been doing. We've been creating love from fear. And they've shown me that in the sequence, we've got the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is connected to the sun in our expansion. And the feeling of the sun, the feeling of summer, the feeling of warmth, the feeling of love, of happiness, that glow, the vitality. But we're finding the balance because the one thing that does unite us all is water. We all need water to live. Humans need water to live. The plants need water to live. The animals, the earth. It's part of our atmosphere here. And we always honor the other elements. Air, earth, fire, and the spirit. Okay, specific reading. Let's see what's going down here. Six of Inspiration. That's the Six of Wands. We are healing from facing the unknown, facing what's just happened, facing of the crumbling and breaking up of these old systems of hierarchy, of the battle of control that's still going on. But we're moving forth with the energy of the Muse of Materials, the King of Pentacles. This is the time we're in. We've gotten this card so many times now, we're reading the message. And it's connected to the Ace of Inspiration. We're being inspired. And we're being inspired. And there it is. There's our connection. The Queen of Materials. Now we have counterparts. Guys, this is still to show what's happening right now. From the last reading, there's so many connections already. We have the Eight of Materials. We know right now we're doing much work to shift and break up old earth. We're working from the 5D to the 3D to the 3D to the 5D, from the 5D to the 3D to the 3D to the 5D, as we're shifting through everything and breaking it up and creating anew. This is us. This is connected to truth. Something's happening because we're healing from our competitiveness. And our competitiveness is connected to our sacral chakra as well as our solar plexus and root. We're having a recalibration here, and it's being reflected back to us what we need to change. There's a truth. A truth is being illuminated. This is what's being offered right now, and this is connected to the Capricorn energy. Abundance, earth energy, life, material success, the journey of creating prosperity, being able to provide for those you love, the joy of a life well lived, grounding into the earth, gratitude, comfort, wealth, health, and happiness. And these are all the things that are being offered, and that's really it. Like, we have to really be honest. Like, do we want to continue in these karmic loops? Do we want to continue in these old systems? Or do we want to really give our children and our children's children this wonderful, incredible place to create and thrive in? Where we're creating with our integrity of the light, the positive charge, what's right. We have ethics at this point, and we've restored balance. We're not just all running amok, caught in the matrix and the devil energies over stimulus because we are feeling the lack of, we're feeling so much pain, we don't know how to cope, we're the walking wounded, we don't know how to heal. No, we're learning how to heal. We're learning what we need for self. We're learning how to say, hey, no, I'm putting up a boundary. I'm in the energy of the dolphin here. We're learning how to say, you know what? No, I'm not gonna fall into what everyone else is doing. Everyone else is on that freeway. Guess what? I'm climbing the mountain, and I'm not just gonna listen to the masses. I'm not an automaton. I'm woke. I'm gonna seek my knowledge. I'm going to allow it to expand with me. I'm going to seek it for myself so I can experience it. And what have I experienced? What is that reflecting back to me? My universe matters. My thoughts matter. My beliefs matter. I'm part of this universe. We are all interconnected. We are all one. But our universes are mattering. And you know what? What's being reflected back to us as much of a time is that we're removing the charge from the matrix. We're all going to pull out and we're going to go within. That's what the time we're in. We're going to go within. We're pulling out. We're not focusing our energy on that matrix. We're focusing our energy on within, our universes, what we came here to do, our feelings, our energy, our expansions, our beliefs, our oneness. We're creating with this. We're going to find healing here. Get back to the earth. Get back to the sky. Starseeds, twin flames. Get back to your passions. What are you passionate about? What lights you up? We're finding out we're connected to the animals. We're bonding with the animals. We're bonding with life. You know, we're finding our purposes. We're finding our path. We're finding our passions that drive us and allow us to heal from the devil energies. That's what's being reflected back to us. That's what's being offered to us right now. True healing. Dirt magic. In the garden of life, she finds herself at a door. Above it sits the muse of materials. Reflected in all of nature, she whispers from the flowers, the grass, the trees. She flitters among the birds and babbles in the creeks. This muse uses all the materials of earth to bring her world into form. She looks down and offers a lesson of manifesting and abundance. And this is what we're doing. Sweet Creator, these things are yours for the taking and the using. The fusing and the gentle forming. Your harvest, little sprout, arises from the earth. So ground into her low humming energy and breathe in her humidity and warmth. It's time to take another small step towards the gardens of life and commit to watering and healing, dancing and loving as much as you can. Material success and joys are arriving. Seek the grounding energy of earthly delights and know that your own fertile lands are blooming now. We're in a time of blossoming. We just found this out in our last reading. It's all on point. This is all lit. We're following our synchronicities. We're following our signs. Like, this is the time we're in. And that's why we keep getting the same cards. We're manifesting from our lack of. Because it's the same thing. We're creating our divine inheritance from this lack of. We're creating from the energy of the opposites. Like, no, we're not just having our divine inheritance rain down upon us. We've felt lack of. We've felt pain. We've felt separate. We've felt hierarchy. We felt unequal. And now, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're creating with integrity of the light. We're creating with equality for all of life. We're doing what's right. We're being reflected back to us where life is all equal, where life is all one, where life is all united. And that's helping us get close to the creator, to the divine. And as we do that, we get closer to self, we get closer to our light, we get closer to the oneness. We are not so set off by the oneness, by the negative. We know we can shift it, we can shape shift. We know our universes matter, we know our light matters. We have stability of the light. Now, so mesh with me in this nest of wealth, a plentiful, snug nutrition. Absorb this magic, this garden of health. Walk the way toward certain fruition. So now we're walking towards fruition. And this is about allowing it to expand. We're absorbing magic, and we're nurturing our new beginning. We have to remember we're nurturing our new beginning. We're being inspired to do so. So, you know what? Now we're going to see the masculine is doing something right now. And this is just going to be represented for the masculine. I still have not cleaned my stuff off the shadow card. And guys, I know the lighting isn't perfect here. I'm sorry. I'm still getting this set up. So bear with me. We're going to be doing some more healing work outside. But just I want to see what the masculine here is adding to the table. Because we know we're allowing the feminine energy to rise to restore balance because it's been so unequal. We're going to allow the feminine to rise to restore balance. And through that, the masculine will rise and find healing. And the feminine is going to rise and find healing. And the masculine is helping the feminine to expand right now. Through love. We're having an ending. Look, this is that all that dense energy of our burdens. We just must shapeshift at this point in time. Or just dense energy of, you know, this is that heaviness that we're clearing. Because it's time for an ending. We're being pushed. This is also with our body. This is healing with our body. So we're being forced to create new patterning in order to be there for body, mind, soul. And we know right now what's happening here is alchemy. And there's the hanging man, and it's connected to crystal energy right now. And we're in a time of enlightenment right now, in going without in order to expand. So we're feeling the negative in order to expand, but we're adding the positive charge. This is connected to crystal energy right now. This will be on a future reading. We're going to be breaking this just to stand alone. We know the hanging man, the hanged man. We just got it in this deck. It was the hanging muse. Okay, so we're going to have a side reading dedicated to that. Now, let's just see what's being... No, we're not. I'm being told to go this way. We're going to see what's being activated with this beautiful deck here. I love it so much, guys. This deck always has insight, and I was called to have it here today. It always has some incredible insight. And, I mean, come on, I just love it. Done so well to the wild unknown archetypes. Like, even like, look at that. Like, look at that. It's just quality craftsmanship. Thank you, King of Crowns. Okay, we're gonna get a prayer. Spirits, guides, Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, elements earth, air, water, fire, star, nation, and creation. Please put healing energy within these cards. Thank you for the information that we are seeking within the unknown. Alrighty. What's being activated here? What's being activated? And there it is. Hello, Spirit. Thanks for showing up. Alrighty. And we know we're finding balance. This is connected to the vessel. We are the vessel. We're finding balance between the dark and the light, the masculine and feminine, the equality as we face the shadow energies. And we are the starborn. The starborn, the divine child, the star child, the destined, an elusive yet radiant aspect of the self. The starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself towards a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? What did you desire when you were young? Guys, what did you desire? Practice seeing your life from a mythic point of view rather than as a series of logistics. Read the story of the three fates and envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. So this is about switching back into our intuition, because we need our intuition to help us because we're facing the unknown. So, and this is part of self, and this is part of letting the feminine energy rise. That's part of the experience. So this is, once again, too, a direct message to the time we're in, and it's going to help with alchemy. Because right now, that's what we're doing. We're doing alchemy. As well as, you know, right now we're in a time of not only understanding we have a birth story, we're also understanding we have a death story. And we're facing that, you know, it's like we're in this time right now where, you know what, oh my goodness, no human being must perish. We must all, you know, stay here till the dawns of time and overexpand. That's not reality. That's not the balance of life. Look, we have a birth story, we have a death story, and you know what? Many of us have faced our mortality, and you know, we're still here, and we understand the gift of being here, and it's, you know, honoring our time when it's time to leave too, and cross over, and understanding that that's just as special, and it doesn't have to be frowned upon or shamed upon or looked at a negative thing, or like so much fear, like, oh my God, you can't pass on. Well, guess what? We're going to pass on. And we start honoring that. We can start finding beauty in that. We can start celebrating that. We can add the positive charge. It doesn't have to be so scary. We can remove some of this fear from the circle of life, guys. We got to remove some of this fear from the circle of life. We all have a story here, and it's all being reflected back to us. You know, you see animals, they live, they die. You see plants, they live, you die. You see people, they live, they die. And this stuff really hurts people because, you know, no one wants to see the people that they love perish. I don't want to see the people that I love perish. But we also have to surrender to seeing through the illusions here. We also have to surrender to the fact of where things are at. And yes, you know, I'm sure you've heard of many spiritual stories of, you know, there's ascended masters that don't ever die. They never pass on. Well, that's not, we're human. Guys, we have to honor our humanness. And these bodies will pass on. And we will go on to our next place. And we just have to honor this. And we don't have to be afraid of this. We really need to shift these templates. We really need to shift some of this. Like, you know, like funerals and like, we need to heal some stuff around death and that too. You know, we're multidimensional and we're raising the vibes everywhere. We're healing some stuff everywhere we go. You know, and a lot of this has been reflected back to me just through COVID alone. And I'm trying not to talk too much about COVID right now because I really need a break from it. I'm really being called to go within my universe and do a lot of healing with Mother Earth right now and have that. But you know, too, it's just like, it's like, you know, you're thrown, death is thrown at you to fear it. But we just also have to honor it too. Sometimes we just have to surrender to what it is. Just what it is. Remove the charge of fear. because then it doesn't have power over us anymore. Then we can switch our perception. We can see things in a more clear way. And we also have to just start honoring some truths here. That's all this is about. This isn't about then we go and get in a tizzy and then, you know, we're trying to heal. We're trying to heal through things. Just, it's the main thing we're trying to do right now. We're trusting with the universe. We're vibrant. We're aimed. And we know too, we're not manifesting sickness. So right there, you know what? We can find peace in that. We're not going to manifest sickness. We're doing what we need to do to keep our vibration up, body, mind, soul. We're not going to get all worried and fear. We're going to get lost in the wonder right now. We're going to get lost in this positive charge of creating with play. You know what? We're going to set this divine child free. And that's what the real message is. Like, you know what? Put the parental energies away sometimes and just let the child have free reign and get lost in the moment. And you know, too, that can shift sickness. We can heal from sickness. We can heal with our bodies. But if our bodies are in constant fear, they're our bodies are being attacked. We're attacking ourselves. We're attacking ourselves. We're attacking our organs. We're attacking our life. But if we're living high vibe, if we're just like, you know, creating in wonder and we're believing and trusting and healing, and we are healing and we're finding peace and we're spending time with earth, you know what? We do heal. The body is a miraculous thing. It's a miraculous thing. Life is a miraculous thing. We honor our time here. Just honor our time here. Okay, guys, somebody needed to hear that message. That was completely channeled. I felt it through my being, especially because I can start to tell sometimes too, because I really start to get a little uncomfortable and want to shift myself. But when they're adamant that the messages must be shared, they must be shared. Because we really have to break this stuff up. Sometimes we have to talk about uncomfortable things. Sometimes we have to look at the negative. That's what part of it is. But we're not fearing looking at the negative. We're not fearing talking about these uncomfortable things. In fact, we learn to thrive off of that. We learn to feed off that in a healthy way. No, I'm going to remove that. I'm going to break that up. I'm going to shapeshift that. That's not holding me back. That's not holding me there. And we move forth. We break it up and we move forth. And a lot of what we break up, we're using for fuel to get to where we're going. And that's how we really use our energy to our greatest advantage. We need all the advantages we can get around here, guys. We need them all. All right, where are we going? 10 of Pentacles. There it is. There's our divine inheritance right there. We're expanding it by seeing through our illusions. There's the 7 of Cups. And we're doing that by we're using the energy of the King of Chalices, the King of Cups, because we're going to go within. We're not going to look without to see through these illusions within the matrix. We're looking within. We're connecting to the divine. The light is within. The light is within us. And that's what's going to happen. So now we've got the Knight of Chalices. So we have the mature energy, the energy of wisdom, the king. There is the divine child set free. We've got the Knight of Chalices. And we have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Like, I'm kind of, once again, too. We have the King of Cups, water, and the King of Pentacles. So something is happening here. The Knights mean something. And this is the masculine energy. So we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Same as our last reading, same information. We're on point. Now we've got the Knight of Chalices and the Knight of Pentacles. And you know what? This means something because it's helping us to restore balance with the Six of Pentacles. We're moving forth. We're moving forth. There's movement within these energies. We have 2 knights to symbolize we're moving forth. We're moving forth with integrity. We're moving forth with our patterning. We're moving forth with our charge of the light. We saw something in the energy of the 4 of Swords. We saw our truths. The King of Swords is here. We saw our truths and the Fool to begin again. And now we're moving forth with the energies of the Chariot. Because we're seeing where things are unequal. Here's the 8 of Chalices. We're seeing where things are unequal. We're removing that from our templates, from our lives, from our patterning. That is freeing up energy. With the 8 of Wands, we know this is enough energy to start a car. That's allowing us to create peace. With the 2 of Swords, and we know that's what the Moon is offering, and we're always in the energy of what we're creating, even though we are feeling the energy of the opposites. And there's the 9 of Chalices. We're creating through our wish fulfillment. And this is expanding off the 3 of Chalices. Our connections, we know. 3, vibration. 6, frequency. 9, energy. We're in the energy of what we are manifesting. We're connected. We've done healing here. We're whole and we're connected to the earth. We're also connected to the heavens through us. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. This is what we're working on right here. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. I'm sending you much love at this time, guys. This is a time. This is a time where, with the High Priestess here, I know we're walking through the dark. We're walking through the dark to see the light. We're walking through the dark to honor our light. We're purifying. We're creating anew, but we're also doing work with our divine blueprints. And this is what's helping us to put us on path home and help us find our purpose, our expansion, our connection to our spirit and the sun. Take care, guys. See you soon. Guys, and you know what? I was going to mention this, but then we were running out of time. But look, there's a connection here to the vow. And the vow is connected to the mystic. We know the mystic is creating with our flame. It's experiencing great darkness, great pain, you know, overabundance of shadow energies as we face them, but we use it for fuel. Speaking of the fuel, there it is. And that is connected to our flame. We're expanding. We're expanding with the light. This is excellent news. This is beautiful. We need to allow this to be our positive charge right now, guys. Hang tight while we shift. I'm sending you much love, light, and healing energies, okay? Take care. See you soon.